Hi everyone, hope you are okay. Thank you for clicking on this video, watching this video. It's been a while and it might be a while for the next one again, but I just wanted to come on here, do a little bit of change stuff in and tell you about what's happened since the last time I saw you guys. So yeah, been a lot happening. If you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you'll have seen I've bought a house with my partner. We moved in on the 22nd of August. After that, we were we couldn't really unbox anything because we had the carpets coming on the Tuesday. Some of them we couldn't afford to do the whole house, but we had the stairs, hallway and the kitchen and the craft room done. We've got the living room, the bedroom and the 2 toilets left to do. They came on the Tuesday. They had to screed the kitchen, so then they came back to finish that on the Thursday. We had someone to come and measure the blinds on the window for blinds on the Thursday as well. We had a washing machine come on the Friday, which we had paid for installation, but they couldn't do it because the hole that the builders have put in for the plug wasn't big enough, so they said we had to get a hole sorted out. So my granddad came, he's done that, but then they didn't leave the hose for the washing machine, so we were still without washing machine. Luckily my stepdad came and he had a spare hose, so he's gone and plumbed the washing machine. Need to go and sort a refund out at Curry's, but that's a whole different drama. What else? Oh yeah, whilst he was here, he fixed our back gate because that wouldn't shut properly. He fitted our wall plaque because there's no numbers on the doors or anything. Our bins arrived. We didn't think we'd see them until next week, but they came on Wednesday, which is funny because Wednesday is the bin day around here. So yeah, and then what else about the house anyway? Yeah, and then it's just been about slowly unboxing whilst also cleaning the flat. The flat I lived in was my great granddad's. We were caretaking that, so we're just going to go clean it up and everything before we give the keys back to my granddad. But yeah, so that's what's happened there. And then I am struggling a bit. It's a bit sad to say. Probably hear it in my voice as well. Unfortunately, on the day that we moved in, I did lose my stepmom, my common mum as I call her. She's been fighting pancreatic cancer, and she was doing really well. It had shrunk, the tumour had shrunk. She'd been getting her fitness levels up. Breathing was being sorted out. She had 2 iron infusions and she was 6 weeks away from her surgery. But they think the tumour grew and yeah, unfortunately she passed last week. So it's been hard. Everything's been hard. Which has resulted in bad choices as well. It has resulted in bad choices as well, which I'm going to be open and honest about, and hopefully that'll help stop. But yeah, we've obviously needed bits and bobs as we've been here, and obviously I don't have a wage at the minute until the end of September. So unfortunately we've had to resort to credit cards for some bits and bobs that were needed in the house. Just something silly stuff like cleaning supplies, just the odd bits of things that I mean, there was obviously cleaning supplies and food we absolutely needed, but then there was bits that we thought, you know what, it'd be so much easier if we did. Stuff like the bowl for the sink. We didn't have one of them, but, you know, bought one. We didn't have a soap dish holder. Bought one. Weren't necessities, but we bought. And then from there, it's kind of just spiraled, and we've ended up spending too much on the credit cards. But yeah, I don't know. I've not maxed any of them out, which is great by my standards, because I could have so easily have done that. I have spent a few hundred on my one that had the most on, and then I don't think on my other one what I've spent on that. I think I've spent no more than 100 on the other one. So yeah, unfortunately I've now got even more credit to start, but it's happened. I'm mad about it, but I'm not going to dwell on it. It's happened. We'll get over it. We'll move on. We'll, you know, we'll sort it out. So yeah, over the next, if you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, over the next few days you will see videos of Happy Mail. Unfortunately, they are credit card spends, but as of, I'm filming this on the 31st of August, the day before I go back to work. As of now, we're no longer spending on the credit cards. The only time we'll be spending on the credit cards is if an absolute emergency, and that will be, you know, the cat's really poorly, that kind of thing. Not an emergency and, oh well, we could do with this or something like that. Just literally the cats are poorly, or we need to get somewhere for whatever reason. You know what I mean? An actual dire emergency. The aim is for us to have a no spend month next month to try and keep us on track. There are a few planned things in there, so I will be listing them as things that we're allowed to spend on. But as a whole, there'll be no spend. It's going to be a no spend month, so that's no takeaways, no spending outside of bills, food, petrol, and the odd things that we know we're going to have to spend money on. Just your frivolous spending. We need to try and get that back on track. But yeah, that's been my week. Very busy, very stressful, very sad. I'm very hard because I was very aware of what I was doing on the credit cards. I even kept checking my credit card and going, oh, can't do any more because I'm there. But then the next thing I know, I was doing more. But yeah, this is my line. This is where we're stopping so that we can get back on track. It's going to take a little bit longer now, obviously, with more debt and now having the house, but we will get there. We will. I'm determined. Anyway, that's long story. Thank you for sticking with me if you did. If you didn't, don't blame you. A lot of ranting. But let's get these pennies stuffed. So the first thing I'm going to do is next month we are going to the seaside with my partner's family, and I bought us all, this was like all this, I bought this with actual money, not credit card. I bought us all these little arcade bags, so I'm going to put my 2p's in there. Oh yeah, oh gosh, some of these 2p's were taken from the penny challenge I have in my challenge binder. If you see me on TikTok, you will see me work away on that. Some of them weren't, but once I've finished putting all these in here, I will get into why we have done that. There's loads of 2p's. I'm not tracking these because, well, I just don't see the need to, because this is just for the arcades and stuff, mainly for our niece, but you know, me and Ross will probably also go on the arcade machines too. So yeah, that's the 2p machine, the 2p's done there. For the rest, I do have the Cash Brick Cute penny ones, which I'm excited to get started. Now, you might be thinking, why are you doing that when you're doing the penny challenge? Well, long story short, we've spent that penny money. It was just some money that we decided to use for some of the odd bits. So when I said about we bought some bits that we needed in the house but could have waited till we saved for it, we did use a mixture of the credit card and that money there. So I'm not overly fussed because I mean, I think the penny challenge was going towards debt, but it was going to take forever and I just couldn't see it. It just wasn't exciting me enough. You know what I mean? So I just don't care about that. I know I should, but I don't. But we're going to start again with these. My camera so you can see properly. And let's hope this is better. So the point of this one is the second when you filled them, it's enough to put in the little cash bags, which I did get and take to the bank. So that's what we're going to do. So let's start with the 1p's. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 1p's going in there. Right, what colour do I want for ones? I wonder if this will show. 5 1p's. I don't know if it's showing on camera, but it's slightly showing on here. I can't see where the camera's there. Enough for me to know where I've been. So 5 1p's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So next up we've got 5p's. Once we've been to the seaside, I will start doing this with the 2p's as well, but for now, up until then, everything, all the 2p's will be going into the arcade bag. But 5p's I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love these little bags as well. Let's choose this purple one. Oh, that shows up nicely. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think just doing it this way will keep me a bit more motivated because I feel like it'll go quicker. That penny saving challenge, I stuck it out as long as I possibly could. It just weren't for me in the end. I got nearly £100 saved with it, but yeah, what I will do with this, every time I take it to the bank, I will just put it in my Revolut account, and me and Ross will decide what we want to do with it as it builds up. It could just be spending, it might go to debt, I'm not fully sure yet. Next we've got 10p's. I've only got 2 10p's, but that's fine. Please ignore the state of my mat, by the way. I do have another one coming that I'm going to use for filming and stuff. This is just going to have to be a computer mat, but the cats get on it and everything. So I need to remember which ones they use for the penny saving challenge. It's a 2 10p's. 1, 2. What has everyone else been up to anyway? You've heard my sob story, whatever. But yeah, what have you guys been up to? Hoping that you have been able to stick to your goals. Or if you haven't, I'm hoping you're able to just draw a line under the sand. No. I got 2 things mixed up there. Draw a line under it and just move on. You've made a mistake. It's fine. You can get back on track. Yeah, let me know. So this one I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 20p's. I do have a bag of change somewhere, and that's all the change that was left over from when I when I got all that change together from the penny challenge, I bought some of the bags that go back to the bank. Do you know what I mean? I know what I mean. And there was quite a few of each penny left over. I just don't know which box that is in. But as soon as I've got that, I'll be able to do some more. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't worry, I won't make you watch all this. I will speed this up a bit. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Pop these in here. Has anyone else got this challenge from Cash But Cute? How much do you put in here? Do you just like every time you fill it, put that in like a money bag to take to the bank, or do you keep it in here until you've done it a couple of times? Not sure what to do, but we shall see. But yeah, that's that. That's what's happened. That's kind of why I've been a little bit quiet. But yeah, expect some Happy Mail videos. It's happened, just going with it. We'll, like I said, draw a line under it. But I want to change up my binders a bit now because I've been thinking about them. And yeah, here's starting again. And that's the thing really, I think because I've done this from January now, I think I have been so mindful enough that yes, it's been a long week of unplanned spending, unnecessary spending, but what I do love is that I've been mindful about it. I've been checking, I've not been going, and do you know what, I just don't care, max it out, because in the past I would have. And the fact that I can own up to it now instead of just sticking my head in the sand is really good, because, well, yeah, I used to just stick my head in the sand. But yeah, sorry, I'm just ranting again. Thanks for watching. Let me know how you guys have been. And yeah, see you next time, which probably will be at the end of September when I get a wage again, and hopefully we can start doing some more consistent videos over here. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.